Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, so while we still have our questions at the chat box, Joanna has been doing a wonderful solutions to them from the chat box. So we'll move on to our next speaker. I'm person of Bridget Elesin, the founder of Complete Family. Wow, this is going to be a brilliant topic, fatherhood and role of women in Africa of our dream. So over to you. You want to learn, you want to lean, and you want to enjoy. Bridget Elesin, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you so much.
Wow,
thank you. It's amazing being here, seeing all the lovely women, all the speakers. I want to pay homage to Councillor Yemi Adenuga, who I consider to be my elder sister. Thank you so much for finding time. Thank you, Ma'am, and thank you, Mr. Olutayo. Thank you, everyone, for being part of this program. And so I hope you can hear me. I'm going to be talking about fatherhood and the role of women in the Africa of our dream. Okay, so fatherhood is one area I'm very comfortable talking about. It's interesting that I am a woman that talks about fatherhood, and that for me is one thing. Everybody was like, are you a dad? Are you a father? But I have been blessed to, you know, be with men that have modeled what real fatherhood is. So today, I want us to know that as women, we have a role to play in ensuring that fathers take the lead in being leaders in their homes and being leaders that are not just leaders at home, but leaders everywhere they go to. Because as a family, you need the father, just as you need the women, the mothers as well. So the first thing we must know is the role of a father is a leadership position. And there's no one of us that is here today without our fathers. There's no one that has been created, planted here on earth without the man. So it's very key why we talk about the women, why we talk about being marginalized and so many other things. We must understand the first thing is we play complementary role in the lives of our children. We are not at war. Mr. Olutayo is the man that is bringing all of us together to celebrate us and to talk about issues that are important to us. So there's that complementarity. We must complement each other. So a father, as we know, is many things to many people. And for a lot of people, he's a provider, and which most men in Africa, they've done nicely, being sponsors of education, being supporters of their children. The father is also the lover of the mother of his children. He's a lover of the mother of his children. He's also a friend. He's a role model because the children are looking at their fathers. Most girls, if they have good fathers, they want to marry a man that is better than their dad or same as their dad. So it's very important that as women, the role that we have to play in the Africa of our dream is to play a complementary role in supporting the men do their work, in supporting the men be better fathers, in supporting the men to be available to their children and to be available. And for a man listening or anyone that will listen later, I always say this word. It might sound harsh, but it's the truth. Being a sperm donor does not make you a father. That does not make you a father. But taking up the role of being a leader in words and in deeds, providing, protecting, coaching, and mentoring intentionally makes you a father. So it's not you being a sperm donor, it's you being available, being responsible for that child, giving the child an identity, giving the child validation and affirmation, and being there to support the child through life. That's what makes you a father. So you are a sperm donor, that's good, but there's much more to fatherhood. And for the women in the lives of men and fathers is for us to practice what we know as Ubuntu. It's an African word and it's a Zulu word. And what that means is I am because you are. And Ubuntu as a word shows that we are one. We are humanity.
That's what makes me father. So you are expecting
I think I'm hearing a voice, and I hope it's not my voice echoing back to me. So can you hear me, please, so that I'm not enjoying my own conversation? Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you, okay? So that word Ubuntu, U-B-U-N-T-U, is a Zulu word, is an African word, and it says, I am because you are. So if we want to build the Africa of our dream and helping the fathers, is for us to play that role, knowing that we are one. You can't talk about fatherhood without motherhood. We can't talk about family without the father and the mother. We can't talk about parenting without the woman and the man. So the role we must play to ensure the Africa of our dreams is to be that tribe, that team, together achieving the purpose of leading our children right, achieving the purpose of making sure that the fathers play their role and are responsible. So Ubuntu means love. The African women must show love to the men. Because right now when we talk, I always tell people, I am a feminist, but I'm a feminist according to God's standard. Because God is the first feminist and he created man and woman equal. So there's nothing like, oh, he's more than me. We are co-creators. We are equal before our maker. And so we are one in progress. We are one in love. We are one in truth. We are one in peace. So if I, as a woman, must make sure that the man that is a father must take his role seriously and must be there to give his child an identity, validate his child, encourage the child, is for me to play the role of a nurturer. Every man knows that whoever he is today started with a woman. He had the love of a woman to encourage him. His mother was there to encourage him. And even if she was not there, a grandmother was there to encourage him to become all he's supposed to be. And now, if he's married, a wife is there to encourage him. I was just telling Mr. Tayo, I said, what a way to unveil Mrs. Olumadewa. What a way to unveil her today. He didn't say a word, but that was a grand unveiling. He will unveil her himself eventually. But I just had to say, and I said, thumbs up, my brother, that you just left the bachelorhood space in a grand way. And globally, you are introducing Mrs. Titilayo Afe Olumadewa just like that. This is a miracle. This is something beautiful. So what am I saying? He knows that for him to get to his next level, he needs the favor of the next woman in his life. He's been blessed with a lot of women around him. So every man, every father needs the support of the women in his circle. And if we're talking about the Africa of our dream, is an Africa that we will work as one, complementing each other, minimizing our weaknesses and maximizing our strengths. And a woman has strength, the strength of a woman. Please tell yourself, I am glad to be. Sometimes when I look at the men, I say, oh, it's not easy being a man. It's not easy being, leader, even when you are sometimes confused of what to do. But when you have a purpose partner who is a woman, she's able to discern, she's able to see and support you and encourage you. So for the man, you've been encouraged by a mother. And now maybe you have a wife, maybe you have a sister, maybe you have a girlfriend or a friend that is a woman. A woman is a nurturer naturally. And so she's there to support, she's there to help. So today, my role as a woman, believing that Africa can be great, is to ensure that I complement the man or the men in my life. Interestingly, my husband is on this platform today, and I celebrate him. Awesome father, awesome husband, a great man, a character coach, and a leadership expert doing his own bit. But he cannot, and he knows that. He can't say, oh, I am Tunde Elesin without a Bridget Elesin. He can't say that. He's succeeding, he's making progress because I am there to support him. I am there to encourage him. I am there to tell him, man, you can do this. Husband of mine, you can make progress. And he's a good father because apart from the fact that I have a vision to say, fathers make fatherhood memorable for their children and for themselves, is also letting him know that this vision starts with you. Because I don't like exporting what is not working at home. So we are working this process of fatherhood together, knowing that he's responsible, knowing that he needs my help to carry out his responsibility, acknowledging that he needs my encouragement. He has had the encouragement of his mother, God rest her soul. But now I am there, encouraging him to be the father that his daughters and his son will look at and say, my father is my role model. My father is my mentor. My father is, is my teacher and my coach. And then other people looking at us saying the same thing. If I want a father, it's a Mr. Elesin that I want to be to father me. So the role today is the role of complementing each other. I, as a woman, have told myself, I must live the principle of Ubuntu if I want the Africa of my dream to be. If I want the Africa of my dream to be that fathers can take the lead and I will lead with fathers or lead with my husband or any man that is out there taking the lead, then I must show oneness. I must show my humanity by walking in love, walking in truth, walking in peace and the goodness of everyone. That is my message today. That fatherhood and the role of women in shaping the Africa of our dream is possible. But it starts with us knowing that we are one. It starts with us knowing that we are complementing each other. It starts with us knowing that we are from one lineage. We are from the same tribe. We are walking towards the same goal, looking forward to a great Africa, that dream where Africa will be progressive, where Africa will develop to be the Africa that even globally cannot be ignored. Fatherhood is leadership, but a father cannot be a father without the women encouraging, without the women, showing love, without the women helping the man to do better. And so on this note, I want to ask us today and call us to a greater height to say, it's time to show love to the men around us. It's time to help them in every way that they need help. Yes, they are men. Yes, there's a lot of responsibility on them. But there are many times they don't even know what to do. There are many times they don't know how to go about what they should do. It's now left for us to see that we're not competing. We're complementing each other. I have something that you don't have. You have what I don't have. How do I complement you to make the best so that we can grow as one? We can grow in unity and build the Africa of our dream. So today I introduce you, if you've never heard the word, today, just say it as Ubuntu Day, even for the ladies on the platform. It's a day, it's a word where we're telling ourselves that we live here today, not just leaving the Father to say, we are not competing with you. We want you to do better in your role. But it's also telling ourselves that from today, I am because you are. And I'm here to support you. I'm here to love on you. I'm here to take you to wherever you are going to, as long as I have it within my hands. Just as my sister, Yemi Adenuga, has been to me and to many other young ladies and women out there, supporting. She imbibes that word, Ubuntu. She is because I am because she is. And it's the same spirit. As we walk away from here, let's understand that we are not in competition with the men. A father is a father. I can't be a sperm donor. I can only donate an egg. You can't donate a sperm. So as we take this away, let's understand that we leave this place knowing that fatherhood is responsibility, but you can't be responsible without the woman helping you, calling you to a higher level of leadership. God bless us all as we imbibe that word, Ubuntu.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I've learned this. Fatherhood is not just being a sperm donor. Yes, that's brilliant, excellent. And we know this is a call for leadership, call for responsibility. Without women, there is no fatherhood. We are not in competition, but we have to complement each other. That is a brilliant one. Let's show some love to Ms. Bridget Elesin, the founder of Complete Family, and thumbs up to Mr. Elesin for coming on board to witness this. I love that, I love that, I love that. We're so glad. We always love the E for she, and for you choosing a brilliant space for yourself. Fatherhood, despite being a woman. That's lovely. I appreciate that about you. Let's keep our questions coming in, and we can have them during our discussion. And now we'll be moving to our next speaker. And our next speaker is someone I've been waiting to hear from, Councillor Yemi Adenuga, the Never Met County Government of Ireland. Wow, she's going to be talking about my story, my song, the beauty of African dream. Wow, let's have you on board, ma'am. The councillor is herself, Yemi Adenuga. Welcome on board.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, good evening, wherever you're at, whatever the time frame is. I'm going to be a little bold. I'm going to be a bit bold. Can I ask everybody, please, wherever you're at, if it's convenient for you, please switch on your camera. Please.